My name is Dania Al-Rifai. I've been here in the UK for 7 years now with my family. I came with my family. Um, we were in Jordan before coming here. Like when we left Syria, we went to the capital of Jordan, Amman. We stayed there for 5 years. Then we moved to the UK via the resettlement
Um,
project.
you're studying at the moment, aren't you? What are you studying
Yeah, I'm a university student studying dietetics.
at Hertfordshire?
Yeah.
So your home is not, your house is not there
It is
anymore.
destroyed as well as my like relatives' homes and everywhere there. No one is living in there. It's uninhabited now in the oldest inhabited capital in the history
Wow.
in
Yeah.
Damascus. Yeah.
What have you heard about what is happening? Have you anybody who has gone back?
Yeah. Many went, like my sister lives in Damascus today. She went back to visit the town. It was very painful to go there. We all saw the pictures of the town, but everyone went there, told me like seeing it is nothing like seeing the pictures. Like when you are in there with all the rebels around you, like mountains of rebels, it's nothing like the pictures and the videos we've seen.
Do you think there's a chance of a sort of stable government being formed now, or is it
Yes,
very
of course. Like
uncertain?
I feel the chance today more than I felt it ever. I mean, with 14 years of war and violence and all this, with all these military groups came to Syria to fight the Syrian people, uh, it's been very far and very impossible to see Syria re getting rebuilt and to flourish again. But what happened is like a dream coming true. Seeing Assad regime fallen, like the main problem is gone now, because the regime was like your government is targeting you. You are attacked by your own government. It's the most dangerous thing to happen to any citizen in the world. So with this regime fallen, with all the sectarians military group he brought to kill the people are kicked out today, the Iranian military groups, and um so we have the chance now more than ever to to rebuild Syria and to see it stable again.
Can you see any possibility of returning then for your
Of
family?
course, yeah. If Syrians was given the opportunities to rebuild their countries, I mean, the with all the sanctions on Syria today from the EU, from the USA, from the UK, it's very hard to get things like sorted because more than 50% of the country is destroyed. The economy is totally destroyed. So with all these sanctions on Syria, it's really hard to get things sorted again and to rebuild Syria. Like the life there is very hard, the prices are very high, and no job opportunities. I mean, for people, for Syrians like in Europe to go back, well, it's not only about safety that Assad regime has fallen. It's safer now, yeah. But I mean, it's not only for safety, it's for having a place to live in. And like for example, my home is destroyed. There is no job opportunities for people living in there. What about me coming from outside the country? Um, it's like having things even worse if we all go back like this. So we need the country to have the chance to be rebuilt. We want to get like to have our part, to play our part in doing this. It's an honor, of course. And we must do that. It's our country. But it's like we cannot do anything with all the sanctions. And the sanctions were initially meant to be on the regime itself. It's
I'm a
on
bit
Assad
shocked.
regime.
Yes, I'm a bit shocked to hear that there are still sanctions in place.
Yeah, many. I mean, some of them are frozen, to be honest, but not all of them. We still have the sanctions, most of them on Syria. It's meant to be on the regime itself with all for all the war crimes the regime committed, but it's still on Syria. The regime is gone now. And this makes everything even harder. And even for safety, like to say, is Syria safe again? Of course, as I mentioned, is much safer with the main problems gone, with the military groups are gone. But even with that, every now and then, Israel is attacking Syria, bombing cities, and having civilians killed. Like few days ago in Dania, a city in south of Syria, 11 people were killed. They were civilians by an Israeli airstrike, but the excuse was having Hezbollah in Syria and having the Iranian military groups, which were brought by the regime to kill the Syrian people anyway. But today, the today's government, the current government, has kicked out all these. They ended the existence of all these military groups because they were the ones killing Syrians as well. So there is no reason for all this happening, and it's breaking the international law. So we can't consider Syria as safe with all that.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. And as for you in the UK, so did you just get your citizenship?
Yeah, that's very recent.
How,
Yes,
yes. How do you feel about the UK?
and well, the UK is the home that welcomed me when no other place did, and gave me the opportunity to restart my life, to get myself educated, to have a job, like to start life after my initial life like had been lo lost, like after I lost my initial life in my home country and lived all these very bad um, events, the UK was a place to start again from. And I was welcomed well, by Britons and by everyone. I was supported as well as my family. So I do feel that it is the country that welcomed me. It's my country, it's my new country, and I'm so proud to be part of it. Yeah, one thing to mention now. Yeah, I am a member of the advisory group of Hearts Welcome Refugees. So I'm a volunteer in the organization now. The organization that, of course, helped us when we first came with the English, with getting ourselves resettled. And
Yeah,
like,
important.
just like I have this loyalty to my home country, to Syria, wanting and having the desire to see it rebuild again and to take part of it, I do have a loyalty, of course, to the UK as well, because I do have the same desire to repay the UK for everything it gave me.
But by studying and getting a professional qualification, you'll be
Yeah.
contributing as well, as if you haven't already. Yeah, that's nice to hear. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me and giving me the opportunity to speak up.